Hey you guys, this is Rafael from Relics.com. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you're all healthy. I hope that things are pointed in a positive direction for you guys. I try to stay out of everything, but a lot of times I'll try in my older years to sit and think about something before I say something, because the me that's a little smarter now than I used to be I'd just fly off and say anything that I thought. And I've thought a lot about the things that have happened lately, and I got to thinking there's two groups of people that nobody cares about until something bad happens. The first, the coal miner. Don't nobody ever care about a coal miner till it collapses. Their life's just as crappy before, and it's a horrible job, but they still do it because they've got to feed their family, and it's what they know. They're hardworking people, and nobody cares about them until it collapses and you can't get to them. The second is a policeman. You don't care about a policeman until something bad happens in your life and you need one. They live a crappy life a lot of the times because they're doing a job a lot of people don't want to do. A lot of people, they're just an annoyance, somebody that's going to write them a ticket. But there's a lot more to a policeman than just somebody that gives you a ticket. My brother-in-law was a sheriff's deputy, and I always thought, well, that's a goofy job. Anybody could do that. I rode along with him one night, and it was one of the scariest nights of my life because I realized sitting in that car, and I was there, wasn't nothing gonna happen to me because he wouldn't let it because he was good at his job. We pulled up on a car, and you don't know if that car, they have a gun. You don't know if they are high. You don't know if they're drunk. You don't know if they have just killed somebody because you have no idea. So we roll up on a car, and he gets out and he walks up to them, and I'm scared to death because I don't know if they're drunk, if they're high, if they have a gun, what's going to happen. And I can't imagine doing that every day of my life. And so I want you to do two things. I hope that if you see a coal miner, you tell them that God loves them and that we care about them. And if you see a policeman, give them the benefit of the doubt, because 99.9% of them are doing the absolute best they can do and are good folks that are trying. And we need to tell them thank you, because when you call 911, you don't want a social worker coming to protect you. You want that policeman, because you're only dialing those numbers if your life's in danger or if somebody has done something that they shouldn't be doing in your opinion. So please be thankful for those folks. Usually I wear my Shiloh Relics shirt, but today I'm wearing my Boston Police shirt. And I've got one that my good buddy Sean Quinn gave me from Manhattan Police Department. I wear that one with pride too, because I support those guys. Now there are those exceptions of horrible people, but you get that in anything. Those good people way outweigh those bad people. And you can focus on that single person that deserves punishment when they do wrong. They deserve it. But 99.9% of them are good, hardworking people that deserve some happy. And they deserve some thank you. They deserve a hell of a lot better than what they have been getting. Get off my soapbox and let's talk about a little history, a little older history. Today I want to talk about something that ties into what I just talked about, something that's easily overlooked and underappreciated. When you walk around a Civil War show, you see a lot of pieces. You'll see pieces that are fancy and shiny, and then you'll walk right by a piece that looks like this. It's very simple, nothing flashy about it. And you know me, I'm like a crow, I like that shiny stuff, but this is a little different. The cartridge boxes of the Civil War usually have they're leather boxes, and they'll have a big brass plate on the outside of it like this. By the March of 1864, stuff had gotten high, and a cartridge box set cost them $5.50, which was a lot back then. 19 cents of that $5.50 were for the cartridge box plate and the breastplate. Doesn't sound like a lot, 19 cents. But there was an accountant that was sitting there figuring it up. Their last order was for 100,000 cartridge boxes. If you leave those plates off, you save $19,000. And when that accountant evidently showed them the savings that they could do, it changed what the next pattern of plate would be, next pattern of cartridge box would be. The July 4th, 1864 cartridge box left the plate off. If you notice, it has, like this, an embossed US. Still displays well, but it's not brass, it's not flashy, it's not heavy. So it lightened the box, it still displayed well, and it was a completely different pattern, but it's the pattern of July 4th, 1864. They made these in multiple styles. This one, the standard one, is a 58 caliber. This one I chose because it's 69 caliber. And that to me is neat, and I'll tell you why. Because most of the guns in service were 58 caliber, but some soldiers were still using those antiquated, big word, didn't think I was going to use a big word today, did you? Antiquated 69 caliber guns that fired the larger caliber, the Model 42, the Model 16, those that were pre-Civil War. A lot of soldiers were still stuck with those, especially soldiers in the Western theater of operations, and a lot of the black soldiers had them too. So they had to have bayonets and things that would supply those guys that still had the antique guns. This is one of those boxes. On the outside, we've got the US embossed. When we open it up, we see it's got an oval inspector stamp like this for F.A. Sniffen, S-N-I-F-F-E-N. And he was the guy that approved the box for military service by the Ordnance Department. Below that, we have an arch stamp with R. Nece, Philadelphia. Reuben Nece is listed in the Philadelphia directory as a tailor in 1859. A tailor, some money to be made. You go into the big business of military supplying, like we just talked about, a lot more money there. So he and his brother Jesse evidently decided, we're going to make us some cartridge boxes. And they did. They made them for the state of Philadelphia as well as the U.S. government. They made them through the end of the war. They made really nice pieces. They came in sets. And that set that we were talking about, that was $5.50, prices still kept going up by the end of the war. I read in a great book that I got most of my information out of. If you get a chance to buy it, you ought to buy it. It's Civil War cartridge boxes by my buddy Paul Johnson. Does a great job. Cool guy. Very, very smart. He's working on one for saber bayonets. We've all wanted one for a long time, and he's working on that. So, hi, Paul. Looking forward to that next book. Back to Nece. They supplied a set, and when you hear them refer to a set of infantry accoutrements, that consisted of the cartridge box, the cap box, the bayonet scabbard, the belt and buckle, a shoulder sling for the cartridge box, and the gun sling. So you get multiple pieces in that set. The set, by the end of the year, they had listed in the book that it cost $5.59 minus the plates. So it still cost a lot back then, but it saved them the money on not putting the plates on there. And it gives us collectors another variation to collect. And that's just what we need, one more thing to collect, isn't it? They're affordable, they're cool, they've got a great story. And if you're one of those guys that when you have friends come into your relic room, I like to show them the pieces that have a neat story, because just plain stuff. But if you see something that's got a neat history like these, it's something to tell your friends. And it's something you can, I like telling folks stuff that they don't know, and are trying at least to tell people stuff they don't know. But I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope when you get that chance that you be kind. I hope that you remember almost everybody you meet is trying to do the absolute best that they can. And ain't none of us walked on water lately. I'm probably not going to start today. But don't let other stupidity make you stupid. That's simple saying, but hell, it's true. I love you guys. I'll catch you next time, and be kind.